Okay, well, today we're going to look at surface areas and volumes of spheres. It would be helpful if you had your calculator because I'm going to ask you to try some of these computations to make sure you're entering them in your calculator properly. All right. A sphere is the set of all points in space equidistant from a given point called the center. So it's a similar definition to a circle. Instead of just the points on a plane that are equidistant, it's all the points in space. So it creates a ball. The radius in a sphere, just like in a circle, is a segment that has one endpoint at the center and the other endpoint on the edge of the sphere. And the diameter also is a similar definition, passing through the center with endpoints on the sphere. All right, surface area. The surface area of a sphere is 4 times the product of pi and the square of the radius. So it's just like the area of a circle, but 4 times as big. Pretty simple equation. Find the surface area of the sphere, 4 down, pi r squared. So 4 pi times 9 squared, which is 81 times 4 pi, 324 pi meters cubed. If you want to enter that into your calculator to get the decimal value, it would be 1017.87 meters cubed. Actually 0.88 if I round it up. Okay? So pretty simple, 4 times pi r squared, surface area of a sphere. So if I tell you that the Earth's equator is about 24,902 miles long, and I want you to find the surface area. To find surface area, again, I need the radius. So if I'm given the equator, how would I find the radius? Take a minute and see if you can figure that out on your own. All right, so the equator is a circumference, and a circumference is 2 pi r. So 24,902 equals 2 pi r. Divide both sides by 2 pi. This is where you need to be careful with your calculator. You need a parentheses. Try it out. The radius of the Earth is 3,963.28 miles. Taking that over here, the surface area of the Earth is 4 pi times 3963.28 squared. In terms of pi, that's 239.07 pi miles squared. If you multiply by pi, we get 197,386,978.3 miles squared. So over 197 million miles of square miles of surface area for the Earth. All right, that was surface area, pretty easy. Volume. The volume of a sphere is 4/3 the product of pi and the radius cubed. Remember, we need a cubed unit for volume. 4/3 pi r cubed is our expression. So again, the volume of the sphere would be 4/3 pi times 9 cubed, and I got 972 pi meters cubed. Again, if you want to change that to a decimal, we get 3,053.628 meters cubed. So this is pretty much plug and chug. Now let's go back and let's try again. Again, back to our Earth. What's the volume of the Earth? Oh, we need 4/3 pi r cubed. We found the radius in our last problem to be 3,963.276. I like to get as much accuracy as I can. So 4/3 times pi times this radius cubed. First, find me an answer in terms of pi. In other words, don't put the pi in, and then find a full decimal answer, and then come back when you have those values. So the first one is 83,004, 509, 730 pi miles cubed. In decimal form, 260,766,358,000 miles cubed. If you have trouble working this out in your calculator, please come see me sometime so I can work with you. All right, so that's the volume of the Earth in cubic miles. The last question gives you the volume and asks you to find the surface area. Well, surface area requires a formula with a radius. Volume also has an equation with a radius. So plugging into my volume equation, I want you to take a moment using your calculator and solve for R. Okay, I multiplied both sides by 3/4 pi. That gave me R cubed equals 1193.662. Taking the cube root, and if you don't know how to do this, again, we'll do this in class together. The cube root of this is 10.6078. So that's my radius. I'm going to bring that up here. I'm going to do 4 pi r squared. At this point, you should be able to do the rest yourself. Go ahead and put pi right in. We'll get a decimal answer here. The surface area is 1414.048 meters squared. And that's it. 2 simple formulas, and we'll look at our